God's program affects, number one, the world of sinners, the unbelieving world. Number two, it affects the church. So God has a program for the world, the unbelieving world. God has a program for the church, the saints. And then God has a program for society. Again, God has a program, an agenda for the unbelieving world. God has an agenda for the church. And God has an agenda for society. So every time you talk about kingdom come, every time you talk about God's end time prophetic program, let your mind go to these three groups. There is an aspect of that agenda that is to the unbelieving world. There is an aspect of that agenda that is to the church. And there is an aspect of that agenda that is to society. The reason this is important is because knowing this will help you appreciate your allocation in that job description. Are we together? There are people who, in giving them their individual mandates, they will be sent to the first aspect, the unbelieving world. That becomes their core area of assignment. There are those who their core area of assignment will be within the church among the saints. And there are those who have the privilege to serve God's purposes across the broader society. If you do not understand this, you may not see that the person who is serving in society is as important as the person who is serving the world of sinners. The dichotomy that we have experienced in the body of Christ has been because we have not broadened our understanding about God's program. Are we together? So most people, when they say God use me, the average man's idea is God give me a church, God give me a pulpit, God give me a mic, I want to be a preacher. That's a very dangerous orientation. And that's why there are people today on the pulpit who should not be on the pulpit. They are on the pulpit where they should be in banking halls. They are on the pulpit when they should be in government. Are we together? But because they do not know that there is a tripartite composition of God's agenda, they feel the only way I can serve God is to be a preacher or to be an evangelist. And they find out that the grace is not there because the allocation is not with sinners.